Hello people, so yet another inspirational session on parenting. So I remember the time when, for whatever reason, something happened, so we couldn't go to church, to our normal church. Our church is like a pretty long drive, so something came up and we couldn't, so we were running late, and we realized that we were not going to be able to make it to that church. My husband, so a family member was not feeling well, so my husband has to stay at home, and I decided to take the children to church at that point. So we couldn't go to our church, main church, because it was too far. I was running late, and so I decided to look for a church, the same church but a different branch closer to my place, and I found one on paper online, and I drove the children there. And I realized that even though the church existed online on paper, there was nobody at that venue for whatever reason at that point in time. So I made a decision to take church somewhere else. So because the Bible says where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. So I decided that I chose. So I took my church, I took them to Panera, and we had church at Panera. And what did we do? I taught them Sunday school. So I'm a Sunday school teacher. I typically teach 7th graders in my church. And so I taught them about being the light of the world. So it was like pretty basic, pretty simple. But you know something I learned from that experience is that till today, they still reference that. They talk about, oh, Mom, remember church in Panera and stuff like that. Of course, I bought them stuff from Panera, and they really loved it, and it was amazing. So one of the things I learned from that experience is this, that you have to be intentional in parenting your children, especially if you want them to go to follow your faith. You have to be intentional about it. And so it was really nice, actually. We talked about being the light of the world. I give them examples. I had my Bible, I opened, we read, we did stuff, asked them questions. We even talked about, a little bit about being a salt of the earth as well, and all that. And till today they talk about it. They never forgot that lesson. And one other thing I learned from that experience is that if you want children to really learn something, that you want them to really put their heart to it, just put something, add food to it. They would, especially the kind of food they like. They would listen. They will hear better. All right, so yeah, that's the lesson I wanted to share with you guys today. So intentionality in parenting cannot be overemphasized.